Only the fundamentals of synchronous generator are covered in the quiz. In case of a inductive load, terminal voltage increases or decreases. The maximum EMF is induced in the conductors when poles are just below the conductors. In the case of an inductive load, current lags voltage by 90 electrical degrees. That is, poles are advanced by 90 degrees before maximum current is induced in the conductors. By applying right and thumb rule, armature flux is found. Armature flux opposes main flux. Resultant flux decreases, thus decreasing terminal voltage. Inductor is an energy storing element or energy dissipating element. It is an energy storing element. Rotor coil of a generator is an inductor. Magnetic energy is stored in it as magnetic field. When the rotor rotates, magnetic field linking the stator coils changes, inducing EMF in the coils. Magnetic energy is a medium of conversion of energy in a generator. You may wonder why there is a question of unit in my quizzes. Suppose you have given a statement that in a fan, discharge decreases with increase in delta P. Next question will be, what is the unit of discharge? Unit of discharge is of course meter cube per second. Coming back to video, magnetic flux can be expressed as V by T or V into T. EMF is equals to minus N d phi by dt. D phi is equals to minus E dt by N. Thus flux can be expressed as V into T. What do you understand by class of insulation? It indicates permissible temperature of insulation. More the permissible temperature, more the rating of the machine. Beat frequency is used during synchronization of generator. If grid frequency is 50 Hz and generator frequency is 45 Hz, what is a beat frequency? By the time grid completes 10 cycles, generator completes 9 cycles. The difference in these frequencies produces beat. The number of beats formed are 50 minus 45 equals to 5 per second. The lamps lighten up and darken 5 times per second. Synchronization switches are best when lamps of all the three phases are dark. Practically, these frequencies are kept very near to each other before synchronization. What is the relation between induced EMF and terminal voltage in a generator? Synchronous impedance ZS is just like internal resistance of a battery. In case of a battery, V is equal to E minus IR. In a synchronous generator, V is equal to E minus IZS, where E is induced EMF, V is terminal voltage, I is load current, and ZS is synchronous impedance. When SCR is high, voltage regulation is better or poor. High SCR means that synchronous reactance excess is low, that is I excess is low. Difference between E and V when load changes from no load to full load reduces, thus improving voltage regulation. Armature reaction in case of capacitive load is magnetizing, demagnetizing or cross magnetizing. Maximum EMF is induced in conductors when poles are just below conductors. In the case of a capacitive load, current leads voltage by 90 electrical degrees. That is, poles are behind by 90 degrees before maximum current is induced in the conductors. By applying right and thumb rule, direction of flux around the conductors is found. The armature flux aids the main flux. The resultant flux increases. The effect of armature reaction is magnetizing. The rating of AC machine is more in India or Europe. The ambient temperature in Europe is less than that in India. Permissible temperature rise in Europe is more. More current can flow without exceeding the permissible temperature. Thus, rating of the machine in Europe is more. What is a unit of breakdown strength of insulation? It is kV per mm. Unit of electrical strength is also kV per mm. When the electrical strength exceeds breakdown strength of the insulation, it fails.